Going all right? How are you doing?
Good. Just wanted to see what was going on. Wanted to talk with you. So how do you feel that it is against because this is on Walmart property, correct? The stop sign?
No.
Well,
That very stop sign is a traffic control device, controlling the egress of traffic,
okay.
which makes it a municipal sign, which makes it subject to these Wisconsin statutes.
Okay.
The very ground that it's in, that's municipal ground.
Well,
that's the easement.
Well, this is the easement though. On this side of this,
I mean,
that side of the sidewalk, correct?
I'm not a lawyer,
Yeah.
but I am absolutely. I'm pretty positive that your Walmart sign, and this data care sign, and all the other signs going down the way, your retaining wall is all the end of your property. See, when a large corporation like this starts planning, city engineers figure out the flow of traffic. It's the direct reason why there's roundabouts, both here and there, is in consideration of Walmart. You cannot affix a sign there. Now, past that sign there, if I were to walk up there, yes. The bigger problem is not only are you disrupting the homeless, and this, anything helps. That's a First Amendment protected right.
Yeah,
it is not solicitation.
I'm definitely not fighting against
So we're talking about, even if that is Walmart's property, we're talking about infringing on my First Amendment rights, my ability to provide for myself and those I care for, over a matter of 6 feet. A decision made by a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate. You guys are bringing in millions upon millions of dollars, probably quarterly. All right? The little bit of money I get to come in here to buy food for myself and for my animals, and actually standing there is much better, as I have the right to express my First Amendment right. If I stood there, a person could drive past me and forget about me and decide about getting in the roadway. You're forcing me over here, forces people to divide their concentration between driving their vehicles or reading my sign, which could lead to an accident. But my First Amendment right isn't the problem. It's an overstep of corporate authority.
Well, what I'm trying to do is on the property line is where I'm trying to stop any solicitation.
But you came out here off the property line to talk to me.
As long as you're off the property line, that's fine for you to be soliciting. I have absolutely no issues with that.
Semantically, if I say I'm in need,
we fix those signs ourselves and pay for those.
Yes.
So that I believe
that is your public service for drawing in millions of dollars and having your.
And when I bought a house.
Yes.
When I bought a house in Oshkosh.
It's the same as when I bought my house. When I owned my house, I had a fire hydrant. Not only did I have to pay for that fire hydrant, but I didn't have a sidewalk there anyway. But I still had to dig that fire hydrant out when it snowed. Right? I didn't even have a sidewalk.
And you got to clear the sidewalk
as
well.
Right. So that's my civic duty. Right? And so anything that Walmart does to maintain this bus stop or anything out here in this line is part of it's part of your duty.
No, absolutely. Yep.
You know what I mean? And that duty does not give you the right to infringe my First Amendment rights. And specifically, I rarely fly a sign. And all the crackheads and junkies, they come here and they stay here because they're fucking lazy. And now they're out there in all of my spots. They're changing the atmosphere. People see these fucking crackheads, they don't want to give to me. I'm the guy with the weird fucking truck, all right? I'm not on drugs, all right? And my constitutional...
Oh, I would never think you
know
were.
What I mean? But
I never think somebody is.
The homeless community and the drug use is a problem. And I just because I'm homeless doesn't mean I'm going to look past that. You're causing friction between the homeless outside of other businesses. Ever since these signs come up, they're over there, they're drunk, they want to argue with you, they want to do this, that, and the other, and it's causing a problem. Whoever decided to put this sign up here is directly affecting the homeless in a real way. Whether or not anyone gives a fuck, it's happening.
My main thing is to stop people from coming into the parking lot and selling stuff out of the back of their vehicles. We get a lot of different things that happen, and that's the purpose of it.
Okay.
Obviously, because when I bought a property, the property line always went up to the sidewalk.
Right.
That's what I was told when I bought my property. then the rest of it's the easement.
Yes, but the
Yep.
sign, even if you own the space, that's eminent domain. The city put in the sign. It doesn't give you a right to attach your yard sale signs to a city traffic control device for public safety reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so, rationally, I understand what you're saying, sir.
Yeah.
But coming all the way out to the very edge of the property, this sign right here, there's enough assholes that think that I should go do X, Y, or Z as opposed to holding a sign. You know what I mean? This is just going to embolden me to be an asshole. For what reason? For 7 feet? When the problem is over there. You know?
We were just sticking it to a pole.
Yeah.
Easiest pole to stick it to.
Okay.
Is what we did.
Well,
when I had my facilities maintenance guy just install it.
My point is that I'm absolutely right that semantically you're changing anything helps. Me expressing that I'm homeless and am in need, that's a First Amendment protected right.
It wasn't directed that by anybody.
Yeah, but
listening
your
here. It was
intent
directed on
and
the whole.
abridging First Amendment rights in 2026, directed specifically at the homeless. You can't deny that.
It wasn't direct. It was 2 signs that we put up in the parking lot, and that's where we put them up.
I know,
on
and
poles.
the bigger problem is that as soon as I saw the sign, I called the police, right? But I get welfare checks on me all the time. They know my name, and they said they're not going to do anything about it. So I'm telling you, I don't have a problem with Walmart.
And if it's a problem with the statute, I will have.
Yeah.
But I just need to know what statute it is.
So
and I need to do a little research and speak with my manager.
It's with stat 346.41 and with stat 86.19.
I just need to do some research on that. I'll talk to the city and see if that,
Yeah.
And I just need to do a little research because like I said, we think the egress is here. Who knows?
You know what I mean? And that's the thing is that I don't have any other recourse but to be a Karen about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I call the police. They're not going to enforce the code. But you know, I mean, it's more of a social issue.
Yeah.
And it directly affects the homeless. And I mean, it pumps up crimes. It pumps up nuisance calls for your fellow members of the Oshkosh chain of commerce.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And you're a behemoth in the industry. You know, your problems are a result of the billions of dollars this corporation brings in.
Yeah.
The people
I just
want
work, here. I'm collecting a paycheck. That's what I'm here to do.
And I'm just a bum in the neighborhood. It doesn't negate my civic duty.
I'm not trying to.
I'm
not trying to.
I'm just telling you, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I wasn't sure if you were gonna. I mean.
Oh no, I'm not here to yell at you, do anything. I have no issue. I have no issue with you. I really
don't. It really is that because I would never come over here because I don't like associating myself with the antics of the drug addicts. You know what I mean? I've fashioned myself into a self-ordained bum systems engineer. You know what I mean? And so what that means is that I think hard about where I am and what I'm doing. You know what I mean? As a homeless person, I have no right to privacy because I have no physical right to be anywhere.
No, you have your vehicle,
you know what I mean?
so you have privacy.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You have your right to privacy.
I have no expectation of privacy inside of your vehicle. Unless it's registered as a mobile home, I don't. You know what I mean? So
yeah, if you could just give me some time, obviously I need to look up the statutes and all that, and then I gotta speak with my boss, make sure if it's not in according to the city, we'll have it moved to a different part.
I mean, and since the city isn't proactively as a result of my complaint contacting you about it, as long as the signs are up, I'll probably stop by.
Yeah.
I won't go on your property, and I hope that doesn't mean that I have to now start walking all the way to Free Farm to buy my pet.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to drive you away.
I will leave when I come to shop. I will leave the sign at home.
We just have to put it up, and that's where my facilities maintenance guy. Hey, you cool if I just hang him out there? He said, I'm like, yep, and he hung him. So if it's against the statute, we'll have them moved.
The biggest thing is that I have no recourse. And when I called the police and said, hey, this is the crime, these are the stats, and we went back and forth, and I brought up the height and size of the sign, right, of the actual stop sign.
Yeah.
That makes that pole, even if you guys did it, you did it to city parameters.
Yeah.
You installed it. It's no longer yours. You donated it. You know what I mean? Because if a cop wants to sit here and stop this lady because she said, "Oh, it's clear." Never came to a full stop behind the crosswalk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me do some research and figure it out, and that's all. Yeah, if you just came to talk to me,
and
I would have came. I would have,
I gotta accept that I'm a bum. You know what I mean? And that's gonna be the connotation. If I come complaining, it's a personal issue, right? Yeah. It's me being a dick about the Constitution.
No,
you know what I mean? I don't have any expectation
I want to
that
be
you
within
as
the
the
statutes
manager
as well.
will actually hear me out. You know what I mean? I appreciate.
I didn't know the absolute exact statutes and what's what. That's where my facilities maintenance guy thought he should put it. Mm-hmm. He put it there, not really,
I mean, it's perfectly understandable, and it, it's just like, everyone's having a hard time.
Yeah, we didn't put it here as a direct result of people out here. We just put it on a sign that was easy where people could read it.
I said a lot of things that convey malice because those are my read on the effects of the action. I don't think that anyone actually thought about the First Amendment or, you know what I mean? Whether, you know what I mean? They just think that, we're having these problems all the time. This way it's there, it's clear and stated, and we can start trespassing and, and say that, and so you might have to put in another pole and put in a few more.
Yeah.
Or at least, over there. Anyone is standing here using their First Amendment right to try and get a few bucks from someone, which you guys can't protect. But that sign is gonna embolden some asshole. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then what? You know what I'm saying? And
is it on both ends?
Yeah, it's on both ends.
All right. Let me look it up and let me talk to my boss.
I really appreciate you moving it out. And you guys, I recorded this, but I'm not one of those YouTuber guys. I'm really not. I'd much rather just. Everyone respect the Constitution so I can be weird. If no one respects the Constitution, then I have no right to be weird.
That's why I just wanted to come on and talk to you about it. That's all I was out here to do, to see what was going on.
Cool, guys.
All right, cool.
Thank you. You too.